All right, so our default CSS is set up. So let's get back to our UI again. Let's close all of this. So let's see if the font was applied. It says New Times Roman. Okay, so let's go back to our header and get this inside a H1 tag. All right, go back to our UI. Okay, so if we inspect now, as you can see, our font was applied successfully. We have our V Vietnam Pro sans serif. Okay, so now our font is ready and everything is ready. Our CSS file is ready. Now we can move on to our UI design and okay. So as you can see, we have our header file and this is it with a dark background, our text for a file. All right. Okay, so we inside our header folder we have two different sections, right? So let's call this above section the top section and the bottom section the bottom section. Okay, so let's go back to our UI and make two different folders. So let's first we have to enter our nav file, right? So let's enter nav. Inside nav, let's get two new divs. Let's name the first one, sorry, Navbar top, and the second one Navbar bottom, right? Okay. So what do we need? Okay, so we also have to enter our let's name it. Okay. So we want to keep everything in our header, right? So let's close all of this. Okay. So should give it a background color. Deep dark. Okay, let's see if it works. Okay, we do not have any content inside our element. We have to enter some content. Let's name it top. Okay, so our color was applied. I'm getting this color from our variable. So now we want to wrap it up in our component, our main container, if we want to get the margin. So let's wrap everything in another div. Okay, let's give it the class name. Okay, that was the wrong class name, I think. This main content. All right. So okay. So let's set the color to white. Okay, so it is white now. So now I'm going to get the logo from our previous project. You can get it from your Figma file. Where is it? Logo white. Okay, let's go to our public file and let's enter the logo. So this is our logo, right? So now our first element that we got here, if we go to our UI, okay. So the first element is our logo, right? So let's enter the logo from here. So to enter the logo, we are actually going to use the Next.js image component, IMAGE. So as you can see, we are importing it from Next.js. So why are you using Next.js image instead of regular image? So if you know, image optimization is a very important feature in your front-end applications. So depending on your browser or your network, you need to handle your images better, cause a loading state or a empty image or a loading image is a bad user experience. So Next.js actually provides you a default support for image tags. If you use the Next.js image, it will internally manage your images, and it will manage your image size, image resolution, and everything. So to use the image tag, you have to give it some props. For example, first you have to give it the source prop. So we are getting it from public. So we can say logo white.png. Okay, then we have to give it a height, like, so let's give it height. Let's say width 200. Then we have to give it a alternate props, like if the image fails to load, let's say text serve for you logo. So you have to you have to give it a all prop for accessibility. And if we go back to our UI again, we should see that. Is the image not showing up? Oh, I forgot to save, sorry. Okay, so now you get an error, right? Fail to parse source next image. If you are using relative image, it must start with a leading slash or be an absolute URL. Okay, so it is not getting our image. Okay, let me check something first. All right, we do not have to enter the dot here. Okay, now see what's happened. Okay, now we get the logo, right? So what happens is these height and width that you enter in your Next.js image component is not actually the actual height of the image, right? So if you do not handle your images in your with your raw CSS or whatever CSS component library you are using, these will be also counted as height and width. And if you entered in the height and width separately with CSS, these will be counted as your resolution or the resolution of the photo. So we do not want it like this. Let's edit our photo with our CSS. So let's go back to header. What is or where is our header component? Okay. So let's say header, where is it? Um, right. So let's name it Navbar logo. Okay. So what was the class name here? Navbar top, right? Then we can give it a height. Let's go to our UI. So the height is 40 pixel, right? So let's give it a height of 40 pixel. So if you see the structure of your CSS, I am not writing it as regular CSS where I have to, I would write the navbar top after the main header, and I have to nest it. If I want to set up the children, I have to set it up like this, right? Like main header, then our navbar to make the parent-child relationship. But with a CSS, you do not have to do that. Okay. You can just nest all the parents and children's like this, stack them inside the value of the parent. So let's go back to our UI and see if the changes were made. Okay, so we got our width. Actually, let's set up the width to 100%. Let's see what happens. Oh no, we cannot give it 100% of width. Let's say 132 pixel. Okay. Okay, so we have got our logo. So if you see, we have a padding in our top bar, and let's give it a padding. Let's give it a padding of 40 pixel by 0. Not too much. Let's give it 20. Okay, now it's good. Then we have our user search bar. So okay, so I'm not actually going to add this search component. I'm not going to build it manually because it will take too much time. I'm just going to copy it from our previous project. I'm going to show it, of course, how it works. Don't worry. Okay, let me copy that. Okay, so let's create a separate component for our search. If we go to component and shared, let's search search.jsx. Okay, so I'm going to copy it here. And don't worry, I'm going to show you all the styles, how everything is working. Don't worry. We have to import the image. Okay, we have to import the image, our Next.js link. All right. Let's remove this conditional. Okay. Okay, so as you can see, we'll need our search icon .svg, right? So I'm just going to copy it. Copy, and inside our public photo, let's paste it. And inside SVG, we have our search icon. Okay, so inside our header component, after image, let's render the search. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm sure we'll get some errors. Okay, so search product is not defined. I'm not going to add the functionalities right now. So let's delete this whole div. We're going to build this step by step. So first, let's focus on the design. Okay. We're not going to add any functionality. So okay, we have got our search, but we do not have the styles. So we have to get the styles too. So I'm going to get the style from there. Okay. Go to our header. Let's paste it inside Navbar top. Okay. Let's delete this. Okay. Now let's check it out. Okay. Now we got our style. So this is a basic CSS style. I'm not going to show you all the styles because everybody has different style of applying CSS or writing CSS. So I'm just setting it the display to flex to set the input field and the icon on the same alignment, and then everything is styled, and I'm also making it responsive with media query. So I'm sure you can do it by yourself. I'm not going to show you that. So now we have to get them on the same level, right? So let's make it display flex. Okay. Sorry. All right. Okay, let's go back to our UI again. So inside our header component, we can say that our navbar top, where is our navbar top? It is going to be display flex. Okay. We're also going to say align item center. Let's go back. Okay, I've got it. So now we can give our image a flex grow. So it takes all the space it has. Nepal logo, flex grow one. Okay, not gonna work like that. Uh, I think we have to wrap up the image. Let's wrap it up in a link tag because we also want to link it to our homepage when a user clicks on the logo. Okay, let's keep the link this class name. And we want to go to home page. All right, now let's see. Okay, it's working. We have to give the styles to our image, right? Okay, so okay, now it's working. So we also have other navigation buttons. We have our language button. So these are all added by our user UI designer, but we are not going to add the support of language support, or the we're going to implement dark theme later. So let's not worry about that. This is our user menu button and this is our card button. So these are very important. So to get these buttons, we are actually going to use React icons. So let's go to React icons and we want to install this React icons npm. Right. Okay. So let's wrap them under button. We have to install the React icons first. So after installing, let's go back to our React icon web page and we can just search cart. So I already have a card selected in our previous page, so I'm just going to copy that. You can get whichever card you like or whichever card matches your UI design based, or you can contact your UI designer to get the icons. I'm just going to use React icons, so you can choose from here. Okay, so inside our button, we also have to import it from React icon. All right, React icons. Okay, now it should fix the error. All right, we have got our icon. We are giving it a size of 24 pixel. So let's go back to our UI again. Okay, so we have got our button. Then we have to get the what is it? The user button, right? The user menu button. Okay, so let's get that too. Where is it? Okay, we have got it. Let's go back. Okay, now we have to apply some styles. Uh, let's go back and let's give them a class. Okay, we want to remove the background color. So background color should be transparent. And we also want that color to be white. The dollar sign. Okay. Also do not want any border. Okay, I got it. Now we have to apply some gap. So let's give it a gap of 20 pixel. Okay. Okay, so I think we're done.